Well, hello YouTube family. It is now 13 days, so it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow since I had my ACL surgery and my meniscus tear repaired. So yeah, 2 weeks on. So yeah, I just thought it'd be a really good time now to jump on vlog again, just to tell you guys how I have personally found those last 2 weeks. Let me tell you, not easy really. I'm going to try and be as transparent as I can. I last left the vlog, so the first vlog that I did, it was day 3 post-op, and I did have a little spring in my step. I wish my dog would stop doing that. Yeah, I did have a little spring back in my step. I was managing to get around on the crutches. Can you get out? Okay, the dog was just driving me mad then, so the dog's gone. Yeah, so the day 3, I had a spring back in my step and I felt a lot better because I was moving around the house a little bit faster and the pain had just started to subside a little. And then day 4, I went back downhill again. And I guess that is how last week particularly went. It was just up and down all the time. I mean, I could wake up and feel like I've got this, I'm strong enough to deal with this. And then by the afternoon, I would be in floods of tears, feeling really sorry for myself, in pain. And then vice versa. So, I might, have a really rubbish morning, feel really crappy, but then by the afternoon, again, I would find some strength and tell myself that I've got this. And yeah, guys, it was just like this all last week. It was up and down, up and down. The pain probably started to really subside, I'd say, the beginning of this week. I was keeping on top of paracetamol, aspirin, because I was instructed to take aspirin to help with the swelling. Codeine I didn't decide to take in the end. It was just making me feel a bit dizzy and nauseous. Yeah, so this week is a lot better, but there is still a long way to go. So last week actually, so yeah, first 7 days post-op, my worries were the swelling. The swelling was insane. It was, my lower part of my leg was the size, I felt, of an elephant. It was huge. My knee was huge. Funnily enough, I really wasn't experiencing a lot of pain inside my knee, and that is where I thought I would feel pain. The pain was down the lower part of my leg. The lower part of my leg was heavily bruised. My foot was bruised. The back of my knee was bruised, and I couldn't feel the lower part of my leg. So, the nerve endings are going to take a little time now to knit back together so that the sensation starts to arrive back in my lower leg. And the hamstring, so where they've took the tendons from my hamstrings, yeah, that was quite tender at the back of my leg. Waking up in the night was crazy. Waking up with the leg brace on, because of course you have to sleep with the leg brace on, and you've been vertical on your back, and then when you get up, there's just this enormous amount of tingling sensations just shooting down your leg. Yeah, I struggled with that. I really struggled with that. But week 2 has arrived, and I've moved through week 2 a lot more smoothly than week 1. So that is good news. I haven't been in that much pain during week 2. I have been outside. I have been to some of my son's fitness classes. I have been out with a friend for some lunch. So just being outside and just being with other people has helped so much. And I recommend, you know, anybody that is going through this, you really do build your support network before you have the operation, if you can. You know, I've had people help me with washing. I have had people help me move things around the house. So I have been very, very fortunate that I have had that support there in place. Earlier this week, I met the physio for the first time. We couldn't really do an awful lot, extension and just basically flexing my knee to 60 degrees because the leg brace that I'm currently in has been set that I can only flex my knee to 60 degrees. So I can't go any further than that. I will show you actually the physio exercises that I have been doing. I've been doing a lot, and I can't stress enough, a lot of ice. I have been icing every single day, and I truly believe that that is making a huge difference. And in terms of sleep this week, so week 2, I have slept much better. As I said before, I am on less painkillers now. I am moving a lot more. Yeah, so just in general, week 2 is a lot better than week 1. I never prepared myself for that pain, you know, guys. I know everybody experiences this different, and this is why I thought that I would do my vlog and share with you guys my experience. But I consider myself quite a strong person, and I really struggled with week 1. It just the pain, I just didn't expect to be in the pain that I was, and the pain wasn't an alarming pain. It was just part and parcel of the surgery, and yeah, I just didn't expect that. And being immobile really can leave you feeling very vulnerable, very lost, especially if you are like me, very active. That is quite a shock, shall we say. But week 1 is very much now within the past, and I'm ready to focus on the full recovery and the rehab. So I'm just going to take you through a few things that I am doing this weekend and that I have been doing the past week or so in terms of exercises. And my mother-in-law is coming now to help me change my dressings on my leg. She's just going to nip to the pharmacy and get me some new dressings, and I'll work from there. This little lady has a dog walker because obviously we aren't around to be able to walk you, are we? Down. Please don't go near my leg. So here is the leg brace, but it is set to 60 degrees, so that's the most that I can flex my leg. So I can't do it any more than that, but I can fully extend. Haven't got my stocking on today, but I'll just give my leg a little rest. And we have mother-in-law coming to help to change these that need changing. So here we have the leg, and the bruising actually has gone down loads. I still can't feel this part of my lower leg. But go on, over to you. I think this is the place where they took the tendons from the hamstring. Healing quite well. It's only quite tiny. Ooh. Staples. Are they meant to fall out like that?
I think they're coming out themselves, yeah. They're still weighing.
Okay, we have double. And there we have more staples. And there we have fresh, clean dressings, ready for a little bit of ice. So here we have the magical icing process going on. Now I know you can get really fancy schmancy equipment to do this, but in all honesty, this has been doing wonders. Tesco garden peas. I just find that they mould around your knee really well. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how the garden peas are performing for my knee. And that's as exciting as it gets. I've been doing this every single day. I'm really proud of myself for doing this every single day, because it is cold. We are in November, and the last thing you want to be doing is placing ice on your knee. I ice here, I ice the lower part of my leg, I ice my foot, and I ice the back of my knee and hamstring. Okay, so I know it's in the middle of the day, as you can probably tell with all the light that's coming through the window, and I am still in my dressing gown. So the reason for that is I have been changed this morning, believe it or not, but I took my first shallow bath this afternoon. Now again, that might not seem very special, but if you are going through this, it is. So I took my very first shallow bath, and the women that are watching this will appreciate the fact that today, after 2 weeks in my shallow bath, I managed to shave my legs. Of course, this is really hard to do if you're in the shower and you can't bend down and do these things. So I've not been able to get my dressings wet. So I thought, well, if I took a really shallow bath, when I say shallow, it was shallow, I will be able to shave. Oh, and it's just all these things, right, that you just don't think about. So I feel nice and smooth, I feel good. And tomorrow I will be attending a beautiful wedding that we got invited to a long time ago, before all of the surgery was booked. And I have felt quite anxious about going to this wedding. And of course I could, not go. But the person that I am, I like socializing. I like going out to new places that I've never been to before. And of course, I love to watch somebody get married. It's amazing. And, you've got beautiful guests there, and it's going to be an amazing day. And I really, really wanted to go. Last week, during week 1, I cried and I cried. The fact that I just don't think I can do this. I don't think I can go. This week, as I said, I have turned a huge corner, and I'm going to go. Obviously, I will need to wear flat shoes, my crutches, my leg brace, and be really careful when drinking alcohol, because I'm a yoga teacher, right? You know that I'm a yoga teacher, and my party trick is often the splits. I'm known to do the splits a lot, so that cannot happen. That cannot happen tomorrow. That cannot happen. So the reason I am telling you about this event is because, after surgery, it is a big deal when you want to start going back out and socializing, and you know that you still have to have your leg brace on, you've got your crutches, and yeah, just know that there's a lot of us out there that will still feel insecure and a little bit vulnerable, and just know that if you are ready, because everybody will be ready at different times, if you are ready, just take it nice and easy, be really kind to yourself. And I'm planning on making sure that I rest when I can do. So, you know, pop my leg up on a stool, sit down. Yeah, just take it easy, guys, and just know that everyone, like I said, is ready at different times. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the physio exercises that I was given from the hospital. Like I said, there's not an awful lot that I can be doing in terms of flexion. My brace stops me at 60 degrees, as we have mentioned in other vlogs. So yeah, we're still at 60 degrees, but I will show you anyway what I have been given to do. Okay, so let's take the brace off together, if I can do this using one hand. Oh, tight. Okay, we have the leg, and you can already see the swelling difference. I mean, look at that. And that's 2 weeks. Lots of contraction in the right leg and then in the left leg. Oh, that's about as much as I can do, and you can dramatically see the difference in legs. Wow, I feel like there's been a lot of muscle wastage happening already. One of the instructions I was given is to sort of, I'll show on this right leg first, just squeeze and release, or contract and relax, contract and relax. Obviously you can see what I'm trying to achieve on this side. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. And just keep repeating that for about 3 minutes. And so that is physio done for today. And it's just a matter of, you know, repeating that every single day, along with ice, along with rest. And yeah, just tracking your progress. I mean, you may have just noticed on that little video clip, when I was doing the extension hovers, my gosh, that is just insane. Like my leg just doesn't really know how to control and hold that movement, which is absolutely bizarre. I mean, I can do all sorts with my body. I'm a yoga teacher. I've been practicing yoga for years and years and years. Extension and core strength and quad strength has never been a problem. And to feel this now is insane. You know, I've never not been able to lift my leg. Like, what? It's a real funny sensation. Let me show you. I'll show you. Okay, so this is the one that was doing, and you'll probably start to see this leg start to shake. Are you ready? They told me to do this. It sort of like gets your senses going in your core and in your calves and in your quads. Oh. Yikes. For 5, 4, shaking, 3, 2, and 1. Good morning, everybody. I have just woke up, so today marks the day of 2 weeks post-op. I cannot believe that 2 weeks ago I was sat on this bed vlogging to you guys that today is the day and how anxious and nervous I felt. Yeah, here we are, 2 weeks on, exactly today, 2 weeks on. And I just wanted to show you guys what I have been doing in a morning. I've been having to use this backpack just to sort of put things in that you want to take downstairs, because obviously you can't have anything in your hands because you have 2 of these. So, little note, if you are going through this or going to be going through this, grab yourself a backpack and pop all your things in there, and then you can make your way down the stairs. Also, as I mentioned yesterday, I have a wedding to go to today. So yeah, that is really, really exciting. I'm just giving my leg a little rest from the brace. I even, as well, popped a little bit of self-tanning lotion on my leg. Because who wants to see pale legs at a wedding? So yeah, going to grab some breakfast now, and then I am having my hair blow dried and makeup done. And yeah, let's see how this day unfolds with being on crutches, being around a lot of people. Yeah, let's see how I get on. Just like that, I'm ready. So yeah, ready for the wedding with my crutches and my leg brace. Here we have it. The wonderful leg brace. Yeah, so let's just see how the day unfolds. I'm planning on taking some paracetamol out with me as well, just in case my leg starts to ache or just feel a little bit tired, fatigued. Yeah, so I will check in with you guys tomorrow. I'm obviously not going to be vlogging at the wedding, and yeah. So good afternoon. The wedding was amazing. just so beautiful, and I'm so pleased that I went. I obviously had my 2 crutches, I kept my leg brace on, and as much as I could, I sat down, I rested my leg, and yeah, it was great. It was really, really great. Obviously I like to float around, speak to all the guests usually, but that was just not on the cards for me to do. This morning I've woke up and I can tell that I have been out all day, and I guess what I'm trying to do is just be really transparent, because you know, I have probably put a little bit too much weight onto my left leg, because obviously I'm meant to be non-weight bearing because I have had my meniscus repaired. So non-weight bearing on the left leg for, I think it's at least 3 to 4 weeks. And, you know, we do go against the grain. We are humans, and, you know, not many of us will be textbook. And yesterday I wasn't. I probably did put a little bit of weight into my left leg. But overall, I did sit down most of the time anyway, so I'm not too concerned. But it just needs a little bit of ice today, more rest. And yeah, I'm really pleased that I went. And again, everybody's different. I'm not saying that you will be ready 2 weeks after surgery to go out to a social event. You may be quicker than me. You may need a little bit longer. And, you know, yeah, everybody's different. And yeah, I'm glad I went. I'm really glad I went. Okay, so 3 things that is really frustrating when you are going through this sort of recovery. So 3 things that I'm finding really, really frustrating through recovery. Okay, apart from the obvious, you know, like apart from, you know, you're immobile or you're in pain. Yeah, so apart from them, number 1, when you go to the kitchen to make yourself a cup of tea, and we all know how I like a cup of tea. If you are on your own in the house, you make yourself the cup of tea, you've got these in both hands, and you have to drink the cup of tea at the kitchen table. So annoying. I love to sit down or take it up into the office, and yeah, you just can't do that. If nobody's in the house, you just can't get that drink across. I mean, apparently you can buy little trolleys and whatnot, but I haven't. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. In fact, nobody's in right now. I know I want a drink, and I'm just gonna have to have it here. Anyway, first world probs. Okay, number 2, these things. So I know they are assisting me. I know they should be my best friend. I know that. But they are getting on my nerves. Oh, just the noise that they make when you put them down and you lean them against something, and then they just fall like that on the floor constantly, Oh, yeah, they are annoying, man. Now, number 3 is a funny one. So I know that when every person asks me, what have you done to your leg? I know that they are coming from a really nice place, a very kind and compassionate place when they ask me that question, and a curious place. But when you have repeated the same thing over and over and over again, you're like, oh my God, how long am I going to be telling everyone this story for? Like, I mean, just everywhere you go, and it's because of this leg brace. So I had a great idea. I think that you should be able to pop like a QR code on your leg brace, pre-film your story as to what you've done to your leg, your knee, and then if anybody asks, what have you done, and you cannot be bothered to explain it again, ask them to get their phone and just scan the QR code. So next week marks the start of week 3 post-recovery. And for week 3, I plan on making some changes to my diet and my water intake. So I'm going to try and eat better and do less snacking on the sugar, because this is just not making me feel any better. I mean, it might make me feel great for like 5 minutes and then it'll wear off. So I would like to now start eating better, start increasing my water intake, because I think, you know, many people, you know, you have your surgery and you just fall into a vicious cycle of not eating very well, not drinking enough water, and maybe drinking too many sugary drinks and too much caffeine just to give you that spike. And I don't know about anybody else, but I have been going to bed later and then getting up later. My body just wants to sleep at all these funny times. And yeah, I mean, I like to wake up early. I wake up normally anywhere between 5 and 6 a.m. And that might sound crazy to a few people, but for me, my body is used to that. That is something that isn't alien to my body and my mind. You know, that's a time that I enjoy to wake up at. And I really want to start getting back into that cycle. So yeah, next week marks the start of eating better now that those 2 weeks are over, getting some more water and building that better bedtime and morning time routine. There's not a lot really that is happening today other than I will do a little bit more physio like what I did yesterday, and I'm going to spend some time this evening just applying that ice just to bring down any swelling that might have occurred from yesterday's social event. So yeah, I will check in with you guys tomorrow because I have my appointment with the consultant, so my 2-week appointment. I also have an appointment with the nurse as well. She's going to be taking out my staples and just checking my wounds. So yeah, I will let you know what the consultant says. He may decide to let my brace now move to 90-degree flexion. He may decide it needs to stay at 60. So I will bring you with me to the appointment. Good morning, everyone. As promised, I am going to now update you on my appointment at the clinic. So I'm off to Spire at Didsbury and I will be having my staples removed. It's just over 2 weeks now, and I will be meeting the consultant for the first time since surgery. So that's going to be interesting. And so if you watch my first vlog, you will probably remember me in hospital on the bed, just explaining to you guys that the consultant was in two minds actually whether to go ahead with both the meniscus repair and the ACL repair at the same time. The reason being was my left leg wouldn't fully extend and there was still an awful lot of swelling there. So he said, when I'm asleep, he will decide whether he is going to do the both of them together or bail the ACL and just focus on the meniscus. And then when the swelling has gone down and when I've got more extension back, he will then do the ACL. The downside of that was obviously having 2 surgeries, which I really didn't want, but I put my trust in him and I just knew he would decide what the best thing for me was. So here we are, he's done the both of them and I'm very curious to know if he thinks that that was the right decision. I mean, I personally do. I was in so much pain the first week, as you know, but this second week, now we're at the start of week 3, my leg can fully extend, so much more than what it could do before the surgery. So that's got to be a good thing. That has got to be a really, really good thing. And I'm obviously really curious to see how the scars are healing once the staples are out. So yeah, I'm going to bring you with me. I'm not really going to vlog in the consultant room or in the nurse's clinic. I'm not sure what protocol is these days with taking a camera into a place like that. I think probably you need to email them first rather than just kind of like pop out this camera unmentioned. So I will do my best. I'm still going to take my camera. Yeah, I'll see if I'm brave enough to ask or not. Probably not. Oh my goodness, guys, I cannot believe what I am about to tell you. It is amazing. So I'm back now from my 2-week appointment with the consultant and with the nurse. First of all, I met the nurse. She took the staples out. I was a little apprehensive about those staples coming out because the wounds are still a little bit tender, but she was really gentle, was telling me to breathe, but you know, it really didn't hurt. And the wounds are healing nicely. They have some new dressings on them, and in around 3 days' time I can remove the dressings and just allow these scars to be exposed to air. Oh, amazing. And the best news was I then went into the consultant room and he took a look at my leg and he was so pleased with it. He said that I am well ahead of schedule and that normally with the leg brace, if you can remember, it was locked at 60. You would then normally have another 2 to 3 weeks at 90, but he has removed the leg brace from me. He said I don't need it. I am doing amazing. The surgery has worked well. I'm healing well, and oh, it's just such a relief when he said that I can remove the leg brace after 2 weeks, and I was just so happy. Honestly, I could cry. I was so happy. I expected that leg brace for at least another 3 weeks because, you know, they say you can be in it from anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. And oh, just to know that he has said that I don't need it is just amazing. Like, I just feel so good to just get rid of this leg brace. Yay! So yeah, he said that obviously he was concerned. He said he wasn't alarmed, but he was concerned when he saw me getting into the car the following day after surgery. He noticed how much pain I was in, and he was sort of guessing, you know, second guessing whether doing both of the surgeries at the same time was a good idea, I guess, because I was in quite a lot of pain, and that can be one of the downsides of operating when there's still a lot of swelling there. But he is absolutely thrilled at my progress, and he has said that I can start popping a little bit of weight now into that left leg, and I thought that was going to be non-weight bearing at least for another 2 weeks. And oh yeah, he just said very, very gentle, start popping a little bit of weight now into that left leg, but everything has to be gentle. And we can start a new physio program where I can start doing a lot more flexion now than I could in that brace. So yeah, it's amazing. I'm so pleased. So I'm finishing this vlog on a really positive note. Yeah, I'm just so happy because it's been such a ride these last 2 weeks, and I feel like I've just turned a really big corner, and I'm so proud of myself because it's just something that I never thought that I would go through, and I'm getting emotional now. Yeah, I'm just really proud. I'm really proud because it's been hard. It's been really hard, especially when you have a child as well. You know, and you want to be there as much as you can. You know, you want to be doing activities with them and so on and so forth, and you know, cleaning your house and just all the little things in life that come to a stop when you have a surgery done like this. So to be at this point now is so euphoric, and yeah, I'm just going to treasure it. And so yeah, I'm going to finish this vlog here for now and update you on my next physio appointment, which is on week 4. So I will probably vlog for week 4 and 5 just to show you the difference now in physio and hopefully get some more of this swelling down. And so yeah, thank you so much for following me so far, and I really do hope my vlogs are reaching out to those that need it, and I hope that these vlogs can resonate with some people, because like I say, everybody's journey is completely different, it's unique. And if this helps just one person on YouTube, then I am pleased that I put all the time and effort into vlogging and creating. And so if you like it, give it a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.